Hi everyone, and welcome to the Terrordrome Reign of the Legends video log number 2. I'm Mark from Hurricane Studio, and here are the latest news on Terrordrome Reign of the Legends. Alright, so this video is a recap of what we've been adding in the past couple of months. So one important step we reached is the creation of a Steam account. So we successfully created that page. All the financial data have been reviewed and accepted. The game is currently not yet available to the public, but we're testing all our new builds directly from Steam. Among many informations and other settings that we need to set up, new art has been created for the front banner and all the different size of images needed for the promotion and visibility of our game. Graphically, we created two new stages, one for Neverman and another one for Bloody Mary. Neverman stage is an underground place. It's a bird location underneath a big city. So this is where he hides when he's not in the outside world stalking people. We then have Bloody Mary stage done. It's a fantasy world that she recreated from her memories from her past life. That's why you can see a lot of monuments and old buildings mixed together. There's a sea of blood. It's always dark in there. So it's a very creepy place. That's somewhere you don't want to get stuck, especially with her around. In the technical department, we kept fixing bugs and more custom code has been added. There are way too many fixes to mention them all, but here are some major ones and improvements. The main menu has been tweaked, mainly the camera's angle, the font effect as well, and repositioning of the UI. The camera has been zoomed out a bit during the fights. It leaves more room on the screen and comes handy in some cases, like long-range attacks, and helps the player to better read some of the moves. In the select screen, we now have the option to choose alternate color for every character. We only have 5 alternate colors for now, and it's possible that we may add more in the future. Each color scheme is a reference to other characters coming from different other medias, as long as they bear a minimum of resemblance, but they're not necessarily coming from the horror genre. One big change that you'll probably never see outside of this vlog is one of the 2 Nevermans unleash. And if you don't remember, every character has 2 unleashes. One for the close range that works pretty much like a super command grab, and one long range that you can perform at any distance away from the opponent, the closest one dealing with more damage than the other one. This unleash had Neverman rushing across the screen until he connected with the opponent, grabbing him by the limbs and then swallowing him. This unleash had too much technical issues to solve due to the constant contact with specific part of the bodies. It looked too much like another command grab, and the final result looked a bit too shallow anyway. We will replace it with something less complex, but that will work better as a long-range attack, just like the other characters. On the music department, our musician Michelle Radkowski provided with another great track for Bloody Mary. The inspiration and guideline are based on the same concept of mixing electronic instruments with a touch of gothic or classical elements, which reflects the whole concept of the game. As I mentioned before, every new version is now tested strictly and directly from Steam. We're getting familiar with the Steam pipeline, and we make sure we're testing the game in real conditions like the future users. And here are some feedbacks from our team of testers. Aside from some glitches that we keep fixing, the roster seems pretty well balanced, since each of the testers seems to have a favorite fighter depending on their style or how the gameplay feels. It feels like this small roster of 5 is well balanced and offers 5 unique styles that suit most gamers. There's a small learning curve, and once you get familiar with all the basics, the 5 start to flow, and performing combos comes quite naturally, and you can always increase your skills up to a very high level. So it seems that we have achieved one of our goals, which is to have a solid gameplay. The graphics, the animation and sounds works nicely together and offer a very enjoyable experience. The net play stability is still something we need to address, and that's probably the most important goals we need to reach. We also added a few merchandising items you can see below this video. We now have t-shirts and mugs with the new Terrordrome logo. We'll work on more fancy designs in the near future, but for now, if you want to help this project, please consider buying some of this. So what's left to do before the early access? We keep chasing and fixing more bugs. We keep doing adjustments to the gameplay, sounds and animations. We need to test the multiplayer some more, finish some part of the UI, especially the online options. We're working on more promotion art, and we soon start creating a brand new trailer for Steam, as well as trailers for each character, which would ideally include guidelines on how to play with them. Also, I must apologize for not being able to release in April, like I talked in the previous vlog. By now you know we are champions of the delay. Nevertheless, we work on the game pretty much every day, and it's a certainty that we're getting close to the version we want to release. So thank you for your understanding. Remember that you can join and talk directly to us on Discord. I put the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for fresh news about Terrordrome Reign of the Legends. Have a nice day everyone, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next vlog.